Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I have a new mold that I got mine from Temu, but I got mine a couple weeks ago, but I've seen some creators who are gotten the same mold from a new to me company. Anyways, I don't recall what the company's name is. If I'll I can post it in the comments, but I'll post my link to where I got this from Temu for mine. And I got this sticker from the same from Temu as well. So what I want to do with this one is I want to, it's like a ripple effect, like a water effect. I would call this a tray, like a small tray. But this, this bottom is going to be the top of the tray. So the problem you run into with this type of sticker is it's not sticky on this side, but it is sticky on the other side. So the top removes and then the back removes. So to get this apart, you would remove the back, which is sticky on the back, and then normally you'd lay it down, take the back off, lay it down, and then peel the top off. Well, obviously we can't do that. We have to lay it down to peel the top off, lay it down, pull the back off, and then we're gonna have the sticky part that is just hanging out there with no purpose. So what I'm going to do is, and I didn't want to lay this straight down on this part because of how much detail it has, I'm going to get bubbles. So I'm going to pour a layer, even putting the resin down and then put into the resin. I think what I want to do is I'm going to pour a layer of resin first, and I'm just going to use clear, because when I seen this one done before, they had put the sticker in and you couldn't see it very well when you turn it over. So I think I'm going to use clear. I might put like just a hint of green or greenish blue in it, just a hint. And then we're going to let that dry, and then we're going to add our sticker, and we're going to put some clear on there because we don't want any color getting under the sticker, and go from there. I have my resin right now in the bubble remover machine. I made up 6 ounces. I'm not sure how much I'm going to need. I'm not doing a thick layer to start with. I'm just going to do a thin layer. So I'm just going to grab my resin out. I'm going to put my mask on while I pour, as always. So I'm going to switch over to the voiceover, and I'll be right back. All right, I decided to add a little bit of this turquoise, peacock green, and a little bit of the regular green. I'm just doing 1 drop of each because I really don't want it to have much color. I want to be able to see through it. So I'm just adding another drop of each. So there's 2 drops of each color in there. We'll get this into the mold. I'm going to give it a spritz with some isopropyl to hopefully reduce any bubbles that may show up. And then we'll be back once this is cured to add the sticker. All right, so my plan for this is, so the first layer is dry. I noticed I got a friggin' hair in here, even though I had covered it up. I don't know how that happened. Or maybe it's a scratch, I can't tell. Anyways, I'm going to use my DuraClear, which is a polyurethane gloss varnish. I'm just going to apply it to the turtle and then stick it down because I don't want it peeling up when I add the resin, which is what it will probably do. I've had that happen in the past. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a silicone tip tool. I'm going to get my polyurethane. I'm going to put it into probably into a little cup. If I find where I put them. There. These cups are so cute. I got from Dollar Tree. All right. I'm going to use the bottom of it so I can still use the cup at another time. And let's see if this works. Let's hope. Okay, so I'm going to peel the top off of this. Oh, so guys, last week I had no videos up. I put that last video up on Thursday, I think it was, because I had no power from the Sunday, Our power came, we lost power early Sunday morning, and then it finally came back on late Wednesday night, because we had the ice storm come through. We lost a lot of limbs off of trees. Sorry about that, got interrupted. Even forgot what I was talking about. I was talking about the trees and stuff down. So we had lots of branches and stuff down. We had to get the roads cleared off. And there was some damage to some stuff in our yard, but thankfully our house is fine. And everybody in the family is fine. We had a nice maple tree in our front yard that we planted in celebration of our son being born 15 years ago, and unfortunately half of that tree came down. I don't know whether it's going to survive or not. We're going to leave it and see how it does this summer. Hopefully it can grow back, but we'll see. So I'm just applying a thin layer of this to the turtle. I mean, it's mostly the outside because I don't want it to curl up. This should just dry clear, and once I put it on, I'm going to let it sit to dry thoroughly before I would add any resin. So it's hard for me to see where I've gotten it and where I haven't. I did get some new molds in last week that I'm excited to try out. I got a really nice vase mold that has like the imprint of a lighthouse in it. Like a jar, vase jar, however you want to describe it. I'm not sure how I want to do it yet, but yeah, I do want to. Do that one up. It'd probably be nice done in like a eco resin. I have, I can't remember what it's called now. I've only used it a couple of times, but I do have some of that. Oh, it's bugging me. I can't remember what it's called. But, okay, so now what I'm hoping to do is lay this down. Fingers crossed this works. Lay it down and peel off the back. So, I want to get it as centered as possible. And then lay it down. Smooth it out. Oops. Yeah, I got it. Squeezing right out the edges there. Okay. So, can I just peel the back off of this and leave the sticker? No, that's not what I... Oh, yeah, because the front's already off. So, the back has its own little piece, but I want the white piece to come off, too. I might have to get it started. Not with that. This. Come on, little turtle. There we go. Now, and use the silicone tool because the sticker is sticky on the back. So of course the ideal way to use this is to use it on a mold where, you know, you can just lay it down, but this one is the opposite. It's not coming up as easy as I thought it would, but that's okay. The silicone doesn't stick to the silicone, so if I were using my finger, it would stick to my finger. So let's just try our best to use the larger one. Funny, it sticks to that. Let's go back to this guy. All right, there we go. Okay, so it's not laying down quite flat, so what I want to do is get it laying down flat. Oh, why does it stick to that one and not this one? There we go. So let's do our best to make sure there's no little air bubbles hanging out. And then I'm going to give this a little bit of time to dry. And once that's done, I'm going to come back and add the top layer of resin, or the bottom layer of resin. Now I'm hoping this dries well enough that, so I'm going to see if I can bring out some of this polyurethane around the edges here, because I'm hoping that the resin that I pour on top of this doesn't seep underneath, but if it's stuck down well enough, it shouldn't. If it does, then I'll kick myself, because the safest bet would be to pour like a clear layer at this point, but I'm hoping to skip that step because I want to make the next layer a little bit darker blue. I haven't decided. I got these stones yesterday at the dollar store. I had thought about using them, but I don't want to take away from the turtle, so I might just put, maybe a few shells or something in. I could put some of those stones down here at the bottom. I might do that too. I haven't decided yet. That I'm still kind of thinking about how I want to finish him off. All right, I am going to let this dry. I'm going to see how well it's stuck down once it's dry before I add the resin. Okay. So, and I'm being very careful when I handle this. I don't want to break the suction of that first layer of resin, because if I do that, then the next layer will seep down to the sides. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen either, but so far so good. So I will see you guys for the next step. All right, I was thinking about whether I wanted just the turtle or if I wanted to add anything. I have this PT tape that I got from Temu and has the little fish on it. I don't think I'll use any of the coral, but I cut out a couple of the little fish. I'm not taking the sticker off because, again, the sticker would be on the wrong side for what I need. So I just cut these out. I haven't glued them on or anything, but I thought, do I want that or just the turtle? I'm still deciding, but I think I might add these. I'm just going to do the same thing I did with the other stuff and just use my same thing I did with the turtle and just use my polyurethane to glue it down. So I'm just trimming up another one here. I'm not getting it, I'm just trimming up close. It's not going to be perfect. I'm not going to try to get it the exact same size as the fish because I don't think you're going to notice it really through the ripples anyways. So I think I might just place a couple of those around the turtle and glue them on. I'm not sure how much they will show. When you look, the ripples do really, The turtle's going to show, but I don't know if these little guys will show or not. But I thought it might look like they're swimming like in the distance because the turtle's so large and the little fish would be tiny, but maybe it look like they're swimming off in the distance. Yeah, he's not going the way I want, but that's okay. So yeah, I think let's try that just to give it a little bit more detail. This tape is very pretty. Got all the pretty stuff on there. I will link it in the description if it's still available. I will go ahead and link it in there as well. All right. So. All right, I'm just going to use the polyurethane, get those on, and I still have to mix up my top coat of resin. All right, the stickers are down. I've mixed up my resin. I'm going to add some of this peacock blue, this light green, and some regular blue. And these are all the Lutz resin translucent dyes. So they're not going to be opaque, which I still want to be able to see through it. So that's these are the ones that will keep it, give us some color, but still keep it clear. So I'm just mixing in some blue with the green in this one, and the other one I'm adding some of that the peacock with the blue. And these colors are different, but you know they're very similar to each other. And in the end, you just really lightly see the differences. So I'm going to get this into the debubbler, and then we'll get them poured. So here they are, all free of bubbles, and I'm just doing the bluish color at the bottom, the turquoise color at the top, and then we're going to go ahead and get this on the heat mat and let it dry so we can put the back layer on. Now for the back layer, I decided to go with this beige resin dye, pigment paste. And I've had this for a couple of years. I've never used it. And I mixed it well, but it wasn't mixing with my resin very well. I think it's too thick. I'm going to have to add, you can add some either straight A or straight B leftover resin that you have just to thin it down. I'm going to have to do this with. So I'm just kind of trying to mix it in a bit better. I'm hoping it doesn't show in the end result with any lines or anything like that. But we'll let this go ahead and cure, and we'll be back for the demolding. Okay, everything is cured. Now, it's still a bit warm because I had it on my heat mat. I just poured these a couple hours ago. So I'm wearing my gloves so I don't leave fingerprints on anything. But let's start with the extras. I just had some of the green left over. I just made some more of these little tiny little, let's see if I can show you. Just make for cute little charms. You know, I could add a little hole to them to add as charms when you're doing a keychain or something. So I did. It's just a great mold to put put extra resin into. So, and it comes in the stars and the hearts. Now this is, I got in my last set of molds, new molds I got. It came as a set of 4 of these little turtles. So it's my first time pouring them. Let's hope they're dry enough that no body parts stay in the mold. They seem fine. So you can see how cute he is. I put a little bit of powder on the shell and just did the body in the green mica. But look how cute. Just adorable. He's got a little smile. I'll probably take a black marker and just do his face. I won't do anything else with him because I think he's cute like that. He'd make a cute little keychain as well. So we got those. Okay, let's take a look. Now I'm going to turn this upside down to unmold it. And I hope that darn resin pigment is okay. I have to loosen it a little bit here. Maybe it's not dry enough. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, here we go. So let me just loosen it up. I think I can just add either some part A or part B leftovers to it to thin it down again. Okay, let's hope this turns out. Well, it's a matte mold from the looks of it, but, well, maybe not. He came out beautiful. I love him. So, you can a little bit see, I don't know if you can see it on camera, the difference in the greens. I did more of a turquoisey at the top and blue at the bottom. You can see the little fish in there, although they're ripply, right? But that turtle definitely, you can definitely see the turtle. This is super cute. I hadn't decided if I wanted to put handles on them to make it into a tray, but it's kind of a bumpy tray to use. So he'd also look good just you could either put a hook on the back to hang it up or put it in like the plate holders just to display. But yeah, he came out so nice. So let me show you close up. You can see the little fish, and there's some here at the top. It's nighttime right now, or else I'd get you pictures in the daylight. Maybe what I'll do is, if I get this posted tonight, I might go back in and add some pictures from outside, just so maybe you can get better look at it. But yeah, what a nice mold. Inexpensive to buy, but how cute is that for somebody who has like beach theme or water theme, or is like in this case a fan of turtles. Anyways, I am very pleased with how this turned out. Very, very pleased. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.